Okay, I have not seen this. I've seen some clips here and there. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Still there.
You hang up the phone the night you're traded.
I'm gonna just say this. You don't trade Luka. Ever.
And you threw it.
Yes.
Do you have that phone?
Yeah.
You still use
This bro's a billionaire. And he doesn't have a case?
that phone?
Yeah. Still works.
Still works. He can buy a whole new one. Look at his smile. He has 3 in his pocket.
What a blockbuster to drop on a Saturday night.
Oh, okay. Let's just get into it. Where were you? Write in the comments when you heard the Luka trade. I didn't think it wasn't real. And when I heard that shit, I was like, "There's no fucking way." And my initial reaction was, "No, AD." Like, if you're a Laker fan, you were being told this entire time, LeBron's gonna pass the torch to AD. Oh, it's AD's turn. No, it's AD's team. AD's gonna have the team for the future. He was the one untouchable, actually, more than LeBron. And that kind of sounds crazy, but it's because LeBron's getting old. They don't kind of want him already, even though he is good still. It just, he can leave, right? He can retire whenever he wants. AD, he's still young. He's got a couple good years in him still. He's still injury prone, yes, but he's been better the last year or two with his injuries, but he was our guy. And just trading him, my initial response was, no, AD, that was the team right there. He plays defense, he scores, we win or lose depending on how good AD plays. Here's the thing about Luka. Him and LeBron almost play the same, and not in the same space as like scoring. They could score whenever they want. That is secondary to them. They can actually change the game with their passing, with their IQ, spacing. And if you put 2 people like that, the ball's going to be moving in ways you've never seen. So
Shell shocked.
The biggest shock that
there's no other way that it could have gone except for it working when you have 2 people like that. I totally skipped over the fact of where I was. I was watching like a boxing fight. I can't remember. But there was a little chat on the side of it, and they were just screaming, AD got traded, AD got traded. I opened up my phone. It just says breaking news, AD got traded for Luka. And I'm like, what? And then I just started seeing Luka jerseys everywhere. I think it was shams, right? And everyone's like, oh, he got half. It was just a random ass day, bro. And I was like, I'm about to head to bed or something, right? Around 9:10, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I was in shock for like a week straight. And I can't imagine what Luka was thinking, because he had to leave like that day or something.
covering the NBA all of these years.
The L in the Lakers stands for lucky and for Luka.
Action.
LA Laker
The way he said action is so tough.
Luka Doncic. Does that still sound a little bit weird to you?
A little bit. Not much. I'm getting used to it.
I'm not even going to say anything.
Go back to the night that you were traded. Can you just take me through what you did that night?
Well, I was actually in the bed. My
He was in the bed?
TV wasn't working, so I was on iPad watching a movie, about to go to sleep. It's April 1st.
What were you feeling in that moment?
On the outside of like Luka, like not being on the Lakers and us being over here on the Lakers, I actually liked Luka. Luka, he had that like, don't mess with me because I will destroy you type of vibe. So I liked him. I never have thought he was going to be on the Lakers at all.
Sadness, mostly. I was still in shock, like crazy shock, and I felt like my heart was broken, honestly.
At guard, in his 7th season from Slovenia, number 77.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. So I liked him. I always liked him. He had very tough Western opponents in the playoffs, and he always came out to play. I always liked him, but I liked him more after he destroyed the Suns in Game 7. That was when they scored like 50 in the first half. Like, they were down by 30. That was insane, bro. I was like, okay. Now I'm like fully a fan, because he's just not moving fast and making people fall like crazy. He's hitting half-court shots. Like, come on, bro. How can you not be a fan of that? Now he's on our team. I don't even know what to think about him. doesn't feel real. It still doesn't feel real.
He's a man full of emotions tonight.
I've never seen a player have that type of emotion and then be able to turn around and have the game like you did.
45 for Doncic. Luka lunacy returns here to Dallas.
Honestly, I don't know either.
Where would you rank that in terms of your all-time performances?
I would say top one just because it was so special. It was
Points.
just special, you know. The love between me and the fans.
There have
Fire, Nico.
been, on your way out of Dallas, some pretty pointed criticisms of you on the floor, off of the floor, even about your body.
I mean, it's painful, depends how you take it. Mostly it came from Dallas, you know, so I just didn't want to talk back. But I don't really read that much stuff, you know, and just trying to focus on my journey.
General manager Nico Harrison of the Dallas Mavericks, he had this closed
I heard they're making a Nico statue in Staples.
door, no cameras meeting with reporters. The reporter said, "You didn't believe that the team that went to the finals last year with Luka as a centerpiece could contend and continue to contend for championships." And Nico Harrison said, "I'll say this again, defense wins championships."
Defense wins championships. So let's trade the only guy that even got us close. Let's trade the captain. It's like trading LeBron and AD. The actual whole team.
Say to that.
It's just sad in the way he's talking right now. I never say anything.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I bet you they didn't say any of this when he was playing, like, oh, you're not hustling, or you're fat, or all this stuff that they're just like almost making up to make him look bad. I've never heard that until after the trade. What the
Anything bad about him, and I just want to move on. The fans, my ex-teammates, all
Bro's hairline's clapped. He's gotta let it go.
just keep it hard. It's time for me to move on from that.
Have you spoken to Nico Harrison since you left Dallas?
No,
Have you spoken to him on the night that you were traded?
no,
Was your intention to finish your career in Dallas?
of course. It's an easy question.
It's easy question.
Loyalty is still a key tenet of who you are. Where does that loyalty go now? Does it transfer to the Los Angeles Lakers?
Of course, I mean, like I say, you know, loyalty is to the basketball first.
Staying in Los Angeles is what you want to do.
Yes.
Luka, be yourself. Don't fit in. Fit the out. Be yourself.
LeBron has long called you one of his favorite players in the NBA. How has he reinforced that?
It's been great since the first day, you know. I mean, it's LeBron. It's not going to be easy. He's been letting me be me this whole time, and it's been amazing just to watch him and to play next to him.
Doncic. Maneuver.
Luka's gonna be on that lead diet. It's gonna have
For
50 pounds of muscle next season.
What a shot.
The
Yeah, this shit was
gifs and
nasty. I saw
memes
that
and articles
live.
and clips on social media of you against Rudy Gobert start to be everywhere. What is it about this matchup that you love?
I think
Oh,
he's
this is right now. This is before.
a
Oh,
great
shit.
defender, you know. No matter who it is, I just like to go against centers. When you go against the best, you got to be at the top, so that's what I'm trying to do.
The Boston Celtics.
Yeah, if somehow we meet the Celtics in the finals, that will be one of the greatest series.
They defeat the Dallas
We'll
Mavericks
see,
in
we'll see.
5 games.
And oftentimes I talk
I
to
don't know who
players
to
who
beat
were
'em.
there and they spend the entire offseason with the faces of the players that beat them. How does that loss fuel this championship
I
pursuit?
was gonna say, when you lose, especially if you're a good team and you keep most of your players, you can run it back. You'd probably even be stronger. So why would you trade? It just doesn't make any sense.
You've been there, you could have won, but you lost, so you want to be a champion.
Didn't the Celtics lose against the Warriors in 2022, and that's why they kind of came back stronger every year? Moral of the story: you don't give up when you have a good team
I
and you go
want
to
to
the
be a
finals.
champion, and that's all you can think about after you lose, and it was devastating.
Luka Magic on display in the purple and gold.
Does this team have what it takes?
Yes, I think so, yes. And it's going to take everything, every little detail, every possession, it's going to take everything.
No, if you ask me, does this team right now have what it takes? I mean, I don't know how we even got the third seed. I think that they were so closely packed that we could have been like the 8th seed and still had like around the same record. I think our defense is very solid. Vando deserves all the praise. when he was hurt for a long time, everyone was saying, "Oh, Vanderbilt, you just wait for Vanderbilt," and a lot of people were saying, "Where is he? We should have just traded him. He's not doing anything." And then, of course, Luka and LeBron. I don't know how far this team will go. This is an experiment. This is a science experiment with Luka. Like, until we have a center, and until we have a solid bench, because I don't think our bench is solid. It's almost like they're making our poop guys better. But until we have a solid bench and a center, and then Luka is playing at his most comfortable, then that's when we win the finals. But you never know, because then you have the mix of LeBron. It looks like he still's got something in the tank. You never know. Luka can hit that final shot. LeBron can get him close to it. So I'm excited to see what happens. But I don't know if we'll make it all the way. This is insane to even be thinking about. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.